So, whether or not you've seen it or not, but there's a bit of a leak going around the internet currently which suggests Planet Coaster 2 might actually be a thing. This all stems from a Twitter or X post posted by Hype Your Games, which says a new third-party Epic Games store database called EpicDB has revealed a database of unannounced and codenamed projects following games were discovered. FF9 Remake, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for PC, Turok by Saber Entertainment, FF16, Remnant 3, and the ever-elusive Planet Coaster 2. Now, this you might have seen, and I know this is very, very sudden. This is very soon after it's been posted, so whether or not you've seen it or not, it goes for whether or not you've been checking like Discord and things. This was brought to my attention by Rudy Renkamel's Discord, where he reposted a tweet from Delay Designer, who then linked this article and this thread from X, which talks about the potential for Planet Coaster 2 having been found on the Epic Games Store. Now, the first thing you're obviously going to ask is this legitimate? What does this mean? You know, is this not just somebody kind of pulling the wool over our eyes and being funny? Now, there's obviously arguments for both sides of this leak, so it's the best way to do this, though, is to jump straight into the things that have been linked. Now, the first thing that has been linked on this thread is a Resetera thread, which talks a lot of unannounced games are being leaked via EpicDB, which was posted yesterday, or the 11th of June 2024, at about 8:48 p.m. And it's basically a listing of this EpicDB website, which showcases a bunch of games from different publishers and developers having been, in quotations, leaked through this database. Like, it kind of works the same as SteamDB, which is a database which showcases game listing and upcoming titles and reservations and things for like store pages. And the first things that have been showcased are things from Bethesda, Sega of America, and Sony, for instance. Now, these showcase things such as like Fallout 4, you know, Sonic Frontiers, God of War Ragnarok, and all of these already existing games, and also games that are supposed to be, you know, coming out. Now, any of these isn't what we're looking for, which is the interesting thing. And then the first point that comes up with whether or not this leak for Planco 2 is necessarily a real thing is that if you click on here, none of these images do actually show Frontier Developments' listing. Now, that immediately was a bit of a red flag to me, because it made me think, okay, that could just be somebody who's seen something or like has posted a fake listing, because as it turns out with the EpicDB, you can actually upload your own listings. However, when it comes to who actually lists it, it tends to say unknown developer if it's somebody who's just trying to pull a fast one or be funny. Now, looking at a lot of these legitimate listings, you can see that there are genuine publishers and there are genuine things behind these games that line up. So it's all kind of very strange at the moment, and I thought this video is just going to go through talking about different things. And now, since this Twitter post has come out, that's another argument for it, is that why would they say Planet Coaster 2 in a list of all of these very random games that haven't been posted yet, which makes me think that whoever this is that's first found this, when they've been looking through EpicDB before it's gone down, because currently epicdb.com is unavailable, and if you try and click on it, you just get a Cloudflare error, which, you know, isn't great currently, which means we can't verify the actual integrity of this listing. However, we can look at what other people have found so far. Now, there's a Reddit post has been created about an hour ago, so would have been about 4:30 UK BST time, by Dead Deer on the Road, and what they've said is, it's come to my attention that this site is not entirely trustworthy for all the other leaked games, because users can upload game information, and as I mentioned before, they cannot upload information about the game's publisher or status, which means that the fake leaks are fairly obvious. So if I went and put, GTA 7, it wouldn't come up with Rockstar Games as the developer and the publisher, because it's not real. However, Planet Coaster is on this listing, and Frontier Developments is listed as the developer and the publisher. Now, whether or not that actually means anything, we don't know. Planet Coaster 2 could simply just be that they're going to push Planet Coaster onto the Epic launcher, which in and itself doesn't make tons of sense, because we don't have the workshop on there, unless what they're going to do is integrate the entire Frontier workshop from Console Edition onto the Epic version or something like that. So I'm unsure what that means, but what it does say is that this might have a slither of validity to its name. And whether or not... I know a lot of us have been huffing quite a lot of copium, and... not copium, hopium even. And the recent PC game show wasn't great, because a lot of people suspected that this is when they were going to announce it. So I'm currently just editing this video at the moment, and it's about 8:50 p.m, and a slight edit to this Reddit post that we're currently looking at has been surfaced here. Now, I'm just going to quickly read it out, and it basically says, there's two edits here. We've got an edit from 4457, which says, Epic have closed the way that the website was grabbing this information, and the website is now broken. Unsure if it'll come back or we'll be able to grab any new data. So that's fair, but it should explain why the website is down, as I've just mentioned in the video. However, this one is very interesting. It says an update from the member of the Epic Games Store team, which says, in quotations, we released an update tonight so that third-party tools can't surface any new, unpublished product tiles from the Epic Games Store catalog. Now, that could be very promising, because that basically says that these games are unreleased, and what is on the content here is unreleased products and unreleased games. So there is that adds a little bit more validity to the listings that we found, so that there is a massive possibility that that listing for Planet Coaster 2 was true, or at least there is a listing on there from Frontier that has now been wiped because the website's tools can't surface it anymore. But just wanted to throw that in. We'll continue with the video as normal, but that is a very exciting little that's a very exciting little update to that. So let's get back to the video. Now, you might even be wondering why we're even talking about this, because I didn't think you've heard nothing about Planet Coaster 2. Now, what I'll draw your attention to is a article which was posted by Frontier in, I think, their yearly reports, and it said that about their creative management sim for FY25, and it was recently not recently, but it was confirmed in a previous Frontier Unlocked that this game was releasing this year in 2024, and they even said themselves it's an own IP CMS, or creative management sim, which is what the Planet franchise is. And I'll just throw in this clip here just so you can see that I'm not waffling about it.
What I can tell you about this game is A, it's really cool, right? B, you're going to love it. C, Scrap 2025 is coming out this year, because Financial 25 could mean this year or next if you look at financial years, but it's coming out this year. We're going to announce it and we're going to release it this year. Yes. We are very, very excited about it. We can't wait to talk more about it. We will talk more about it on this show. That's the exact mechanic for this show. I know people want us to say what it is right now, but now's the time for Zoo to shine.
So whatever this is going to be revealed in the coming Frontier Unlocked live streams. Now, the one that one's from was about the reveal of Planet Zoo Console Edition, and it makes sense that they didn't end up going through and showcasing any of the information about this game, because they, in their own words, needed Zoo to shine. So it's been about 5 months, I think, since that last stream was posted. I think that was the February or the January one, and basically what that meant is that they were able to focus entirely on Zoo until it released in March, and then they've had the entire time to work on, I think it was Elite Dangerous, and some of the other content tweaks for F1 Manager and things like that as well. So as a potential, we could see the game at least announced or revealed in the later one. Now, whether or not this is the June or the July one is up to Frontier, and whether or not they decide to even do it, we don't know. As it would make logical sense, though, the earlier they announce it, the better, because that gives them more time to market the game and also to provide early access and betas and things, which allow players to get in and give feedback to the developer and, test the game. And it also means they can give it to content creators, which means that they can start properly making videos and things for the game. Now, obviously, all of this is very speculative at the moment, and I just wanted to kind of make a video highlighting it, because you might have seen these leaks and you might be wondering what's going on with it. So as a kind of TLDR, don't assume this is 100% confirmed, because we don't know. What we do know is 100% confirmed is that Frontier is releasing a creative management sim of their own IP, so it's not F1 Manager or Jurassic World, in 2024, the end of, let's say, November-ish, for instance. That's confirmed. That is happening. Whether or not it's a Planet game, we don't know. Whether or not it's Planet Coaster 2, we don't know. But this leak, if it's legitimate, could mean that the game is the sequel to Planet Coaster that so many of us have wanted for, well, I guess about 5 years? 29? Yeah, about 5 years potentially. So, honestly, it's all quite up in the air at the moment. And I just kind of wanted to make a video, and I know it's kind of a weird random return because I said, oh, I'm finished with Planet Coaster and I haven't even released the video for the invert or whatever, but honestly I couldn't really ignore this one because it's caught the attention of creators like Rudy and Delay Designer, so it's kind of like not even one of those little funny ones where we started going into tweets and going, oh, it says 2 is better than 1 and that means that Frontier are going to give us Planet Coaster 7 with realistic Blackpool Pleasure Beach seagulls or something, I don't know. But this is kind of more of a general leak because it's not just about Planet Coaster 2. It's been included with a bunch of other games that people have, you know, even said. You know, these games aren't necessarily to do with Planet Coaster, so it's probably less likely to be a fake leak made up by somebody who went, oh, it's funny because, you know, game is going to come out because we want one. So that's what we've seen. I thought I'd bring that to your attention. Chances are make a follow-up video whenever the game is announced or whenever we get more leaks for it, whenever we get any more information, or because I don't know if this leak is legitimate. Now, whether or not Frontier are then going to go, oh, people have learned of its existence, we better make a social media post and then tomorrow it gets revealed. Obviously, I'll make a completely very soon follow-up video to then talk about it. But there will also be some community posts of any little information that's found. But whether or not the Epic DB account website being taken down immediately is a sign of this is a legitimate thing that we weren't meant to see kind of thing, or it's the traffic that's basically overloaded it of the amount of people from all over the world trying to find out if the game that they want to come out is coming out because it's been leaked onto Epic. But I'm not even going to get into why they're even launching it on Epic Games anyway, this video, because to be honest, that requires its own subject of why would you put this game primarily designed for Steam on Epic Games? I don't know, but to be honest, we can look at that whenever we get more information about it. But that is the current, I'm going to say, status of Planet Coaster 2. If you see confirmed and you see happening, just take it with a minor grain of salt, because we don't know. At the moment, it's a little bit too early to say. There's some signs that point to it being a thing. There's other signs that might just be that's a placeholder. But I'd say it's possibly the best chance we've got. So keep your eyes peeled for that Frontier Unlock stream. I believe that's happening on the 26th of June. Yes, it is, which is the last Wednesday of the month, which is when they happen all the time. Stay tuned for that video, and I'm almost certain we'll hear something about this CMS. Anyway, that's kind of it. It's a bit random that I've come in and made a video like this. I've probably waffled quite a lot, but I thought we'd get up to speed with what's going on with this leak, and we can chat about it. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Talk to other people, go and join Discord servers for like Planet Coaster and things, and go and talk to it about it, and see what we can find. And I know obviously that there's like trademarks and things you can look at, but none of the things such as the 2 figurative trademarks that Frontier I've said the word trademark a lot in June 2023. None of those things have happened. However, that could be due to them like getting ready to trademark these things as soon as they announce it, but maybe that's another reason. You know, obviously the zoo one makes sense because of console, but why would they renew the Planet Coaster one? Who knows? Anyway, that's enough speculation for one video. I'll probably make some more in the future, and yeah, if you see any more info, stay tuned guys, and I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.